call volume, as well as the ages of registrations, copies of registrations for you. I'm sorry.
You want to take them all first?
Bring them all in.
Bring them up first.
Bring them all in.
I understand there's some question about the age of at least one of our ambulances, but I've got copies of registrations of our vehicles for your review, as well as our call volumes over the last 3 years, and the percentage that go to mutual aid. In other words, if we're unable to get it, if we're not able to get a crew out for one reason or another, that another squad would come in. They're broken down on the, I think it's going to be the 4th page in, and it'll actually just give you a synopsis of all of the information that's contained in the file. As of, April 14th, we've answered 133 calls. That's our primary coverage area for South Combs River from January 1st. Manitou Park is also our primary coverage area, and any mutual aid are lumped under the next heading. That's 54 calls. We sent a total of 38 calls to mutual aid. In other words, another squad would have come in and taken them. And it's just broken down from there for 2010 and 2009. And the actual printouts that were requested from the county are attached as well.
So if I'm understanding this clearly, in 2009, out of 407 calls, 12% of which went to mutual aid, and in 2010 it has increased to 23%, and then we are in 2011, it has increased to 29%.
Correct.
So it seems like there's an increase in calls going to mutual aid.
As well as having a need for the funding, we're actually in dire need of additional members. This would not just include people who can drive, but people who are actually certified as EMTs. My last count, in going over our roster, we have 27 members who are riding on an active basis, or a regular basis. Of those, we have 21 active EMTs and 6 drivers. It's really not enough. Got a kind of a low morale because of the lack of support, and we're having some, finding it hard to get more people to come in. But it's not easy when the situation with the economy. Some people are working 2 and 3 jobs. It's not always easy to get a crew out, and we're not the only squad who's having this problem.
Therein lies the problem with the purchase of the new ambulance. You're not the only squad that's going through this. The risk is that the taxpayers get burdened with a new ambulance, and 3 years from now you have enough members to respond to calls.
We're not
So-
overburdening it.
Oh, I understand that, but whether it's a new ambulance, it's the same thinking that went into purchasing a new ambulance and now purchasing another used ambulance. That's the problem. More and more squads are having to go to paid ambulance services during the day, and then weeknights, and then there's squads right now that are paying EMTs and paramedics for drivers. So that's one of the considerations in terms of the costs. And that's why the mayor talks about the steadily increasing mutual aid numbers. So, I mean, sort of just sums it up there. That's part of the concern.
She also raised the point about the morale issue going down. And that's
Yeah.
that is certainly part of the cause.
Yep, I don't doubt that. And, one of the things that happened, unfortunately, this discussion, this dialogue somewhat deteriorated over the last couple of months. And there's all kinds of comments being made about, well, we're not going to go to calls, the new ambulance, and, all that's, who said what, sort of rumors and those kind of things, but it's unfortunate that that dialogue deteriorated like that. And that's one of the things that the mayor keeps hearing, some council members keep hearing. And, it would seem to me that if you want to get a new ambulance, you guys would be making every call, as opposed to having, I don't know if you repeat the numbers we had the last meeting or not, but what happened at the last meeting was that, according to the police chief, 35 calls responded to by South Thompson First Aid, and 38 responded to by the other entities, Quality, Beechwood, Holiday Heights, in the first 2 months.
The printouts we got for you are from Ocean County, who dispatched us. So
Right.
yes, we did dispute that. We called it to the county right away, and we had them print out the calls that we did respond to. Yes, it's hard for us to get, rigs rolling during the day. We do have duty crews set up, and we have been getting the rig out on all the calls. We do have 2 days a week that we do have a hard time getting covered. I know myself, I don't know, on Monday, we explained a lot of us live out of town. We've been coming into town those 2 days. I did speak to the fire chief to see if we could get some assistance from their men during the day to start driving for us at night to get the town covered. So we are trying our part into helping getting the rigs out more so. So we're doing what we can do. If there's anything else you can suggest for us to do, we're more than happy to do anything. Yes, we understand that there was tempers months ago. We're not the ones standing up before you.
But that's not gonna
You-
happen now.
We can guarantee
Understand
that
that
those,
people actually came here and accused the mayor of lying in a meeting. The mayor recorded that meeting. And the person that accused him of lying, he says the exact opposite thing on a tape recording than he was accused of saying in the meeting. He was accused here by members of the First Aid Squad of saying, you promised you would vote on this tonight. And the mayor, who recording the meeting on his iPad, says, he's asked, will you vote on this tonight? He says, I can't tell you now, the council's gonna have to discuss it. And people came here and hooted and hollered and said, you promised that you swore you would do this tonight.
Okay, and we're telling you as trustees that
But
that's
what
not
I'm saying is,
going to
that's
happen.
kind of how the whole dialogue starts to break down, by showing up here and it's unfortunate, but now we're in this budget process, we're in the 11th hour, it's not my decision, I don't vote, so, I mean, it's up to the council what they want to do with it, but, it's just, it's unfortunate to me how the whole thing started to deteriorate. Because you should be able to work together, everybody should
Christine
be
and
able to
I
work
are
together.
trustees, and we're here standing in front of you and apologizing for that
You don't
act.
need an apology, so.
Mayor, please accept our apology, and we're here, we're trying to fix on our end whatever we can do. We're trying to get the breaks out,
Apologies accepted.
okay? So if we can start fresh and try to come to some kind of happy medium where we can still get some assistance, so we can provide this community good training that we have and give them the best possible first aid squad that they deserve.
You want to state your name for the
Carol Sasso.
Well, I'm certainly in favor of anything that helps our community. And as a mayor, I do have a job to making sure that funds are allocated appropriately, and not just because, well, this is what we used to receive. And that's why I had asked from the very beginning, even in that conversation that I had reported, I had asked specifically to give justifications for any of the demands that were made from First Aid Squad. And instead of providing records and justification as you are attempting to do right now, what we had was emotional outbursts, statements that were made that were contrary to the oath of that First Aid members are supposed to take. That created major problem in terms of the perception of the First Aid Squad, because these are statements coming from individuals that are presiding over injured members of our community. And so those records were not provided, and we, at this point, it would be hard for us to turn things around at the 11th hour after receiving the records from the chief of police himself, which indicated the number of calls that all the ambulance services are responding, which has increased drastically only in the last 3 months comparing to the previous year. And I understand that you say morale is down, but know where the breakdown of that communications came from. It didn't come from here.